Okay, I guess we're alive, right? Sorry, folks, I just want to make sure that we are alive while we're talking to all of you folks as you're witnessing the zoning board of appeals meeting of Thursday, July 9th, 2020. The first item, we have adjournment for appeal number 2019-49, Flying Point Associates. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye?
Aye.
It has been adjourned to July 23rd, 2020. Ms. Carissa, would you do us a reading?
Appeal number 2020-10, James Matuszewski, 817 Pulaski Street, Riverhead, tax map number 600-124-224, industrial C zoning. For appeal, for variances and or relief from chapter 301, section 123, the proposed western rear yard setback is 33 feet 4 feet, and the would require
Who's representing?
Hi, good evening. For the applicant, Kimberly Judd, 737 Roanoke Avenue, Riverhead, New York.
Welcome.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Ken.
So my client's property is the old Agway site in Riverhead on the corner of Pulaski and Marcy, right across from Polish Hall. It is a 3.5 acre site located in Industrial C. We filed a site plan application. The variance we are seeking is for the proposed 2-story storage building for rear yard variance from 33.4 feet to 50 feet, and it's located right adjacent to the Long Island Railroad tracks. So we've been before the planning board. We haven't had we've had a work session. We submitted the application. They issued a CEQA resolution with a negative declaration, and that application has to be put on hold pending the resolution of the rear yard variance. My client is proposing to build a 2-story storage building, and I submitted today to the office a letter in support from St. Isidore's Church, which is directly parallel from the corner. My clients have also spoken with Ziggy Walensky at Polish Hall, who's in support of the application. I spoke personally with Kyle Conklin from Long Island Ice and Fuel, who's on the south side of the railroad tracks. So the businesses that would be most impacted by the granting of this variance would be the Dodge dealership on the south side of the railroad tracks and Long Island Ice and Fuel. I spoke with Jane Millman from Dodge. She says she has no objection to the requested variance. And I spoke to Mr. Conklin from Long Island Ice and Fuel, and he said he had no objection to the application. They are requesting a rear yard setback of 33.4 feet where 50 feet is required. And I submitted some aerial photos today to the board just to show you the setbacks and the placement of other structures along the Long Island Railroad, both on the north and south side of the railroad tracks. So the first picture you'll see, I don't know if I can hold it up, but the first picture that I submitted, my client's property is right in the middle here. This is an old picture. My client is substantially, when they purchased this property a year ago, has cleaned up this property, and in this picture you'll see mounds of dirt and rubble. That's all been cleaned, and I think the letter from St. Isidore's attests to the fact that the property was substantially cleaned up. But if you take a look at the two pictures, and I kind of do them side by side, so the one I have here has my client's property in the middle, and then there's a second picture, and I put a check mark next to it because I kept going east. So the check mark is my client's property, and if you look on both the north and south side of the railroad tracks, you'll see that the buildings on both sides of the tracks are closer than 50 feet to the setbacks. So I would submit that the granting of the variance would not have a negative impact on adjacent properties. My client has also gone and spoke to almost all of the residential neighbors on the north side of Pulaski and on the east side of the property. And they've been very good about speaking to the neighbors and showing them the plans, just like they showed St. Isidore's the plans, they showed Polish Hall, Ziggy at Polish Hall the plans. And so far, we haven't had any negative responses from any of the adjacent neighbors in the neighborhood. I'm sorry?
Nobody said anything here.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, somebody's voice came over, it was
Yeah, I heard
bizarre.
Where is the 34.4 measurement on this, survey?
But when you look at the plan, it's the southwestern corner of the building. If you look at the southwestern corner of the building,
Oh, I
there's
got
a
it.
call-out line. Yep,
I
the
got it.
33.
Thank you.
Okay.
Kim, what kind of
Yes.
storage are we talking about?
I'm sorry, what kind of storage?
Yeah, what do they plan on storing in there?
2 stories.
It's gonna be self-storage, and it's gonna be a typical self-storage facility. The bottom units are gonna be bigger than the ones on the second floor. The access to the storage units is not gonna be from the north side of the building, it's gonna be from the south side of the building. So when you come in off of Marcy Avenue, and you drive,
Yeah, I
and you
see the
drive
parking.
down, you can't access the units from the north side of the building. You have to drive around the corner
Okay.
and drive around to the southern side, and then there's a door. There'll be one entrance door, and then 2 exit doors on the sides that will provide the egress and ingress into the building.
So if I was to look at an elevation, there's no like pull-down doors along the north
No,
side of the building?
Can you, I don't know if you can see this.
Oh, yes, that's good, thank you. Okay,
So if you look at this
So it's
side here,
forward.
this is gonna be the south side of the building where the access to the units are. This is the north side of the building. See, there's no pull-down doors, there's no access here. On this side, the access entries are gonna be on the west and the east side, and then when you look at the front elevation, you'll see here's the main door right here. And that's gonna be on the south side of the building facing the railroad tracks, so you won't
Okay.
have any access on the north side.
that's a really good thought, that's a good design.
Yes,
Excellent.
thank you, that's my
Okay.
client.
Thank you.
You guys
That's
have
great.
anything? Is there someone in the room, or?
Is there anybody in the
Sure.
waiting room?
Not
Oh.
for this,
Not for this?
for this one.
Okay. Frank?
I'm good. Kim, you don't have anybody else to represent, right? Or just you?
No, just me,
Okay.
just this one.
Well, Mr. Chairman, I move that the appeal of James Martuzik of 817 Pulaski Street, Riverhead, Suffolk County Tax Map 124-224, in the industrial zoning, C zoning, variances and relief from Chapter 301, Section 123, where the proposed western rear setback is 33.4 feet and the minimum required is 50 feet. Be approved in accordance with the applications and sketches with amendments thereto, if any, as filed with the building inspector.
Second, please.
Second.
All right, Mr. Gazzillo,
Aye.
Mr. Seabrook.
Aye.
Mr. Barnes.
Aye.
And I vote aye. So your variance has been granted.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kim.
Thank you,
Have a
Good
good
night.
night.
have a good evening, thank you.
Was I close?
I
think
you said Godzilla.
No, I didn't.
No,
Okay,
you-
all
that's
right.
good, that's close. You realize you're being
Emperor
recorded, so
Japan will be here soon.
you can call me Ray, you can call me Ray J.
Okay, that was a good one.
All right, Trista, you wanna read the next one, please? Thank you.
Appeal number 2019-57, Robert Shapiro, 533 Center Street, Jamesport, tax map number 692-320, RB 40 zoning, for variance and/or relief from chapter 301, section 14C, where proposed second floor, 35-foot by 28.25-foot habitable space, with a 4.67-foot by 14-foot balcony and detached structure, deemed not to be a customarily accessory use to the principal
Anthony, I think is the architect, the guy that was in the picture.
Can you hear me? I'm sorry.
Who are you?
Can you identify yourself, please?
My name is Anthony Portillo
We have
from
no picture.
A&P Architecture.
Okay, so
Hold
I'm
on,
the
we're just having a
architect for the
technical problem.
application.
we're gonna, swear you in.
Okay.
Do you swear that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You're sworn.
Is it Dame the Dame?
Oh, name and address, please? Oh, you gave us your name, what's your address?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's 1705 Franklinville Road in Laurel, New York.
Okay.
Chip,
Uh,
are we supposed to have a picture?
Robert Caputo has a camera, Anthony's on a phone, but Robert shut his video off, let me ask him to start.
I'm here, I can turn it back on if you like.
Oh, there you go, you can hear us.
Hang on. That okay? You guys see me okay?
Yes,
Okay. Can you hear me okay too?
Yeah, are you gonna testify?
Yeah, I can testify for whatever's necessary. I was gonna let Anthony handle it. I know we had that previous meeting, so, but I'm willing to do whatever you guys ask.
We're gonna swear you in too. Could you raise
Yes,
your
ma'am.
hand, please? You swear the testimony you're about to give you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you're sworn.
Name and address.
Oh, name and address, please.
My name is Robert Caputo, and the address is 533 Center Street in South Jamesport, New York, 11970.
Will we see Anthony's picture?
You want me to turn my video on?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you. How you doing, Rob?
Doing good. How you doing, Anthony?
Good.
All right, Anthony, please tell us what you're here for.
Well, I hope everyone's doing well, and thank you for having this. We made the revisions based on our last board hearing, and we changed the upstairs portion of the garage to new finished condition accessory space, planned use, child's playroom, billiard and lounge, and the electrical meter was also removed. We amended the application with the building department, so they have the current plans.
So the plans that you submitted to the building department, I noticed that the ones back were submitted back in March. And it said existing second floor electrical service installed at as-built garage to be removed. So is that still your intention? Hello?
Yes, sir. We are removing the electrical meter.
Okay, so even though it's not on this particular plan here, the one that was filed in the building department has that on there, correct?
We just do not show the electrical meter. We don't have a note indicating it's being removed.
Well, I have something here that I got from the building department today, and it said existing second electrical service installed at as-built garage to be removed.
Yes, that's part of our application with the building
So
department.
that's in the application, the building
Yes,
inspector
sir.
saw that.
Yes,
so
sir.
Since you're moving that, you're not seeking relief for the second meter in the code,
No, sir.
correct? Okay, so now we're talking about a plain room, a family room where you're gonna put a pool table up there, no sanitary, no water, just good
Yes,
old
sir.
family room.
Space.
That
Yeah,
is-
there's water in the garage on the exterior wall, just for clarification, hose water.
Yeah,
Just so you guys know, that was existing.
okay. And-
Nothing interior though.
All right, good. Well, I think you did everything we had asked you to do, and that's appreciated.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Is,
Anybody
someone-
else?
Chip, is someone in the room?
Not to this, no.
Okay. Ralph? or-
Frank's got it.
Okay.
All right, you get the reading.
Mr. Chairman, I move that the appeal of Robert Caputo, 533 Center Street, Jamesport, Suffolk County Tax Map 692-320, RB 40 zoning for variances and/or relief from Chapter 301, Section 14C, where proposed second floor 35-foot by 28.25 habitable space with a 4.67-foot by 14-foot balcony in detached structure deemed not to be a customarily accessory use to the principal single-family use, which is not permitted. Plans proposed garage second floor as new finished conditioned accessory space, family room. Section 222E, where proposed additions increase gross floor area within required rear yard abutting a rear street line representing an increase in non-conformity of a pre-existing non-conforming accessory structure, which is not permitted. And section 17, where proposed impervious surface coverage is 22.2% and maximum permitted is 15%, be granted with the following conditions. Number one, no C of O shall be issued until a second meter is removed. Number two, there will be no sanitary or water hookup to the second floor. And three, if it should be rented, a rental permit as by law is required. All of this, with these conditions, shall be granted in accordance with the applications and sketches with amendments thereto, if any, as filed with the building inspector.
Is that good with you?
Second.
I think you were indicating a rental of the main structure, right?
Yes.
So is that the
In
condition?
other words, if you decide to rent out your whole house,
Oh,
and people are gonna stay there, and some in the family room, that needs a rental permit and, an inspection. That's all we're saying.
Yes, sir.
And that's,
Correct.
that's in the code already, we're just, kinda
Correct.
just letting you
Yep.
know. Okay.
Right, it will not be used as a sleeping quarters without a rental permit.
All right, good.
Okay. We have a second over
Second.
here? Mr. Seabrook?
aye.
Mr. Barnes?
Aye.
Mr. Gazzillo?
Second. Aye.
And I vote aye, so your variance has been granted. Good luck, and please stay within the law.
Thank you,
Thank-
gentlemen, we
thank you.
appreciate it. Kids will be
Have a
happy.
good night.
Thank you,
Thanks,
stay
Anthony.
well, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Also you.
Take care, everybody.
They go tell themselves.
Chris, anytime.
Appeal number 2020-15, Lisa Zissel, 21 Center Drive, Riverhead, tax map number 616 Reedville, RA 40 zoning
Well, you
for
do
variance
work for other
under
people, but
relief
not
from
for
chapter
me.
301, section 11, where proposed attached garage side yard setback is 6.8 feet and minimum required is 25 feet. Proposed combined side yard setback is 50 feet, minimum required is 55 feet. Proposed rear yard setback is 44.6 feet, minimum required is 60 feet. And where proposed front porch setback is 33.2 feet and minimum required is 50 feet.
Okay. Please state your name and address.
Lisa Zissel and Brian Zissel, and we currently reside at 300 Tuttle Road, New Suffolk, New York, 11956.
Okay, please raise your right hand. Both of you, if you're gonna testify, if you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
We do.
Thank you. Please state what you're seeking here.
I'm sorry, we couldn't hear you. Could you repeat that?
Yes, please state what you're looking to get a variance for.
Sure. So we are looking to get a variance for a few different things. The garage side yard setback, the combined side yard, the rear yard setback, as well as the front porch setback. And this is all in relation to our 21 Center Drive house in Riverhead.
Could you tell us a little bit about the proposed second-story addition? What's gonna be
Sure.
up there?
Yep. So, just as a little bit of background, so this will be the third generation ownership for this house. So my grandfather, Stan Gradsky, built the house, or had the house built in 1956, and then it passed to my dad and my aunt, and then my husband and I just bought it from him. So the house is kind of, we wanted to obviously keep it in the family. We love the neighborhood. The Gradskys in general have lived in that neighborhood since the 50s. I lived there, that house specifically, until I was 6 years old. And it's just not necessarily set up for the modern family at the moment. And so we have a young son and we have a little girl coming in October. And we wanted to add the second floor to add a master suite so that we could keep the major footprint of the downstairs together and have rooms for the kids downstairs and then room for my husband and I upstairs.
And the garage, 18.7 by 32, do you have any special things that you're gonna have in there? Are you a car collector or anything like that, or?
In the garage?
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I currently have one motorcycle, and we have my wife's car, I have a truck, and I have a vast collection of tools and probably too many things to have. So, yeah, and all the lawn equipment as well. So, and the motorcycle, takes up a lot of space right now as well.
It's also a relatively small lot, so we probably wouldn't have room for any kind of shed or outdoor thing like that. So it's a good place for us to kind of have all of our beach storage, all the kids' stuff for outside, bikes, all that kind of good stuff.
Okay.
Beautiful.
And the second story, did you mention in the garage, that's just storage space, right?
No,
Correct.
that's the
That is.
master bedroom.
Huh?
No, master bedroom upstairs.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Upstairs.
Thank you, thank you.
There won't be any attic space with this, so we kind of need a space for, you know, I mean, you know, with growing kids too, the amount of clothing and toys and all that kind of stuff you accumulate it's impressive, so.
And Christmas light decorations. I invite you all to come see the house at Christmas time.
Have them.
Yeah.
Good for you.
And
So
we
you
have
plan
any-
on living here?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
This is gonna be your main residence then?
Yeah, no, we just moved back from the Maryland area to raise our kids up here.
We're staying with my parents at the moment, so that's why the different address right now.
Now, is your father, a retired police officer or a police officer?
Yes, so my dad is an inspector with Suffolk County Police.
So it's
Butch
Butch.
Grodzki.
Yeah,
Butchie, okay.
yes.
I went to school with him.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I don't consider it a conflict.
So our son will be the fourth generation to grow up in that house, and we've already met with all the neighbors. Our kid has already started planning in the neighborhood. We really look forward to
Yeah, no, it's a
raising our
nice
children
area.
there.
It's a nice area. And I know he replaced the windows in that house too.
He did. He keeps telling us all about that.
He probably passed it on to you.
He did, yeah.
Okay,
Right.
Chip, we don't have anybody in there?
I'm ready.
Okay, who's got the reading?
I got it.
Please.
I moved that the appeal of Lisa Zizzle, 21 Center Drive, Riverhead, SCTM number 600-16-3-12-RA40 zoning for variances and/or relief from Chapter 301, Section 11, where proposed attached garage side yard setback is 6.8 feet and minimum required is 25 feet. Where proposed combined side yard is 19.3 feet and the minimum required is 55 feet. Proposed rear yard setback is 44.6 feet and minimum required is 60 feet. And where proposed front porch setback is 33.2 feet and minimum required is 50 feet, be approved in accordance with the applications and sketches with amendments thereto, if any, as filed with the building inspector.
So moved.
Sec-
Okay, we have a second.
Second.
Mr. Gazzello?
Gazillo, yeah, still.
There's no
Second.
need.
Mr. Seabrook?
Aye.
Mr.
Aye.
Barnes?
Aye.
And I vote aye, so your variance has been granted. Good luck.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you.
Same
Nice
here.
meeting you as well.
Well,
Take
Enjoy.
care.
Good luck to you.
All right, thank you very
Have a good
much.
night.
Have a good night.
Okay.
Krista, we gotta approve the minutes, right?
Yes, sir.
What's the date on those?
June 25th.
Have a motion to approve the minutes for June 21st, 2020.
So moved.
Second?
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Yes. Approve the closing of this meeting, or is there anything else anybody wants to discuss? Have
No,
a
Mr.
motion
Chairman.
for adjournment?
So moved.
Second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
May all
Aye.
you folks have a pleasant evening and a healthy week and all that stuff. Thank you.